Hello, welcome back to another breaking news update. My name is Jimmy Boyd, and you were watching Boyd News. I want to thank you so much for tuning in today. So, I've got a story coming out from the U.S. Department of Treasury that I want to share with all of you. We talked a little bit about this story in our last update regarding the Ukraine war, and I wanted to discuss this a little bit further. As you can see here on your screen, U.S. Department of the Treasury's computers were hacked by China. The U.S. Treasury Department said a state sponsored Chinese hacking operation was able to access third party software to tap into desktop computers of Treasury employees. Okay, this appears to be a very serious situation, which is why I want to go more in depth with this. There's also a story that was coming out just a few days ago of an alleged Chinese hacking operation, also regarding telecommunications in the United States. I'll show you that in just a minute. But some of the details regarding the U.S. Department of Treasury being hacked today is hackers infiltrated third-party software provider. They remotely logged into employees' workstations, gained access to unclassified documents, and they are now considering this a major security breach. Okay, so obviously appears to be a very serious situation, and we'll go over this story in just a moment. I also want to talk about this story as well. It says here from Yahoo News, originally from UPI. Chinese Salt Typhoon hackers infiltrate ninth U.S. telco or telecommunications firm. Better defenses urged. Okay, as you can see here, December 28th, 2024 is when this came out. So just recently in the last couple of days, this story was just coming out, but allegedly this happened last month as we had a Chinese operation also with some hackers infiltrating telecommunications devices in the United States. Some of the details behind this is these hackers gained access to cell phones of high-profile Americans and also including White House officials. Okay, so this is something that's been going on more recently over the last 30 days or so. Now the Treasury supposedly being hacked today is what they're claiming. Okay, so now I want to go into the full details of this report and talk more about this. And hang with me because towards the end of this video, I also want to talk about another cybersecurity incident, with Ford today. Okay, Ford also allegedly reporting that their account was hacked on X. And we had some pro-Palestine messages being posted there on that account today. And this was surfacing all over X today. I was actually starting to see that earlier this afternoon. And we're still waiting for an official report coming from Ford, but it looks like their account may have been hacked and somebody was posting some pro-Palestine messages on there. So I'll show you that towards the end of this video as well. So let's go ahead and hop into this. This is on NBC News. It says U.S. Treasury says its computers were hacked by a Chinese threat actor, in a major incident. The threat actor was able to access the workstations via a compromised third-party cybersecurity service provider called Beyond Trust, the department said. It says down here, the U.S. Treasury Department said a state-sponsored Chinese hacking operation was able to access third-party software to tap into desktop computers of Treasury employees in what the department is calling a major incident. In a letter seen by NBC News, Hardikar, Assistant Secretary for Management of the U.S. Department of the Treasury, wrote that the office was notified on December 8th of the breach. The letter is addressed to Senator Sherrod Brown, a Democrat from Ohio, and Senator Tim Scott, which is a Republican from South Carolina, the chairman and ranking member, respectively, of the Committee on Banking, Housing, and Urban Affairs. Okay, so allegedly this happened back on December 8th is when this breach was first announced, but today Congress was informed of this issue. Okay, it says here the information accessed by the threat actor included unclassified documents. According to the letter, Hardikar wrote that the U.S. Treasury was told by a third-party software service provider, Beyond Trust, that a threat actor had gained access to a key used by the vendor to secure a cloud-based service used to remotely provide technical support for Treasury departmental offices, DO, and users. With this access, the threat actor was able to override certain security measures and get into the department's user workstations. The U.S. Treasury has been working with the Cybersecurity and the Infrastructure Security Agency, the FBI, and other members of the intelligence community, as well as third-party forensic investigators to fully characterize the incident and determine its overall impact, the letter reads. In a statement to NBC News, a Treasury spokesperson cited the contents of the letter, saying that the compromised Beyond Trust service has been taken offline, that there is no evidence indicating the threat actor has continued access to Treasury systems or information. Treasury takes very seriously all threats against our systems and the data it holds. Over the last 4 years, Treasury has significantly bolstered its cyber defense. We will continue to work with both private and public sector partners to protect our financial system from threat actors. The statement reads in part: fellow agencies help the U.S. Treasury deduce that the breach came from Chinese hackers, according to the letter. The letter states that a supplemental report will be made available in 30 days. Okay, so seems to be a very serious situation here unfolding with the U.S. Treasury, and who knows what was taken here? Was any classified information taken? Something that these Chinese hackers should not be getting a hold of? Or are we going to hear pretty soon that a large sum of money is missing or some documents are missing within the Treasury? Who knows what's going to happen here? And I'm sure there's going to be lots of speculation around, what's going on with this situation, who's involved, is China involved, are they not involved, what's going to happen here. But it could be a very interesting situation moving forward. So I'll follow this story very closely, and as soon as we get more information, I will update you guys on that. So just briefly as well, I want to go over this report on cybersecurity news. Is Ford Motors X account hacked? Pro-Palestine posts appear briefly. Okay, so there's been a lot of hacking going on today. Okay, we've had this Ford Motors X account being hacked today that we're going to go over right now. The Treasury supposedly being hacked. Just a couple days ago, we had the telecommunications in the United States being hacked. And then also today, I reported to you guys in our last video inside of Ukraine, televisions were being hacked supposedly by Russia, and warning the citizens there that there was going to be an Oreshnik medium-range ballistic missile strike, or maybe more of them, inside of Ukraine very soon. So absolutely crazy what's going on right now with all these cybersecurity incidents. So if you take a look at this photo, it shows a screenshot of some of the posts the Ford Motor Company was posting on X today. You can see here, all eyes on Gaza, Israel is a terrorist state, and free Palestine with a Palestine flag. So allegedly all these were removed off of the X page. They were clearly not supposed to be put on there purposely. It looks like somebody may have hacked the account, or I'm not sure if somebody on the inside within the company was doing this. We don't really know all the details yet, but it says right here, the official X, formerly Twitter, account of Ford Motor Company appeared to have been compromised on Monday, according to widespread reports based on posts circulating across social media platforms. Screenshots shared by users suggested that unauthorized content, including pro-Palestine messages, was posted on the automaker's account before being swiftly deleted. Okay, so apparently they did remove them pretty soon after, but I did see a lot of these posts, just like what you see here from AZ Intel. It appears that the Ford Motor Company account on X has been hacked. Okay, and lots of people were sharing this screenshot of these posts from the Ford Motor Company. Okay, so that would have been really bad for them if this was actually legitimate, but it looks like it was not. Considering that the Ford Motor Company most likely got their account back and started deleting many of these tweets. Who knows what happened, but I'll follow this story as well, and if we get an update on that, I will share some information with you guys later. But definitely seems to be a lot of cybersecurity incidents today with multiple companies and major infrastructure, especially inside the United States, like the U.S. Treasury and then the telecommunications devices in the United States. So very scary to be thinking about all these cybersecurity threats. But just wanted to give you an update, let you know what's going on with this situation, and kind of dive in a little bit deeper with the U.S. Department of Treasury and what they're stating happened here in this situation. But let me know what you're thinking down below. I'm curious to know what you all think regarding these stories here. Share your thoughts, concerns, and opinions down in the comment section. That's going to be it for today's update. If you got something out of this, please smash that like button. Also, if you enjoy my content, please consider subscribing down below. Hit the notification bell. That way YouTube can notify you. And with that, hope you all have a great day. Everybody take care and God bless, and we'll see you in the next one.